You probably have heard of this song before, or even this song. Even if you don't recognize this song, you probably have heard it somewhere in the internet. It's from a game called Undertale, a 2015 indie RPG, and most of the song in the game is composed by Toby Fox. The soundtrack has been used a lot over YouTube, and it's not just Undertale, there's more and more indie game soundtracks being used, so I've been asking what makes them great. Also, before I start, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not a musician or anything, like I can't read this, so this video is kind of my own opinion and it's kind of subjective. I also asked some of my friends to do some little research, and I also asked GPT, look man, I'm new to this, please don't. I feel like this part is kind of obvious, but I want to explain it more. You know that, for example, in games when there's a battle or something, the music goes faster, beats get really loud, and yeah, that's true. For example, in Undertale, when you hear this song, you feel a kind of threat, but when you listen to this, you feel like kind of calm, where actually music affects our brain and stimulates it so much. The thing is, indie game usually makes it more unique by adding more meaning to it. For example, the game Grace is a Roblox game where you run in the afterlife while redeeming sins. One part of the game is about self-loathing, sorrow, and then acceptance, and the soundtrack captures those emotions really well. Here, take a listen. That is really good. I have to remind you that this is a Roblox game, the same platform that have this. So it's not only the melody but the meaning behind it, but sometimes they have to reuse a specific meaning in a different way. Now, I want you to hear this sound from Deltarune, a game that also made by the creator of Undertale, Toby Fox. First, hear this sound. And now, hear this sound. And also, hear this too. Now you might notice that the melodies between each song is pretty similar, but with different kind of instrument or many other things. Now this is called a leitmotif. A leitmotif is a short recurring musical phrase associated with a particular person, place, or idea. Now in this particular case, this leitmotif represents the character Noel, one of the main protagonists. It plays a lot throughout the entire game and it's embedded to a lot of the soundtrack. Another good example is Limbus Company. It's a single-player turn-based RPG developed by Project Moon. It follows the story of an amnesiac executive manager's task of guiding 12 Atlantis sinners through their troubled past and to the golden bouts. The main leitmotif that represents Limbus Company and its sinners is called Leviathan. Here, take a listen. this motif is always played whenever the company is winning in a battle. What's cool about this is that since each character is based from different nationality, the lead motif is based on the nationality instrument. Here, take a listen. And goddamn, it's just so good. It feels really unique and gives like a distinct feeling but recognizable thing. But still, there's another question. What makes them iconic? Have you ever played a game for hours and hours and instead of the music becoming boring, it just gets better? Well, actually, there's a reason for this. So what they did is that they avoid keeping a rigid rhythm loop. They do it by keeping it evolving by using different melodies or speed. So yeah, there must be some little bit repetition because if it changes too much, it can be hard to recognize. So basically, our ears love repetition or patterns, but our brain also loves novelty. So it likes small changes in those patterns. This is why if you play a game, the more you play, you kind of notice new melodies, heck, even leitmotif from other songs. I feel like one of the best examples is Balatro main theme. Here, take a listen. Now as you've seen, some loops are similar but different in speed or new melody. Also, an anecdote from me, have you ever tried to beat a boss fight and at first you feel like, oh my god, this boss team is so bad. But the more time you fight that boss at like the 18 tries, the 70 tries, you kind of feel like, damn, this boss team is low-key fire. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. Shouldn't it be the opposite or maybe it's just me? Okay, so I believe this part is kind of unrelated, but I feel like I should mention them anyway. Have you ever noticed that in most videos that you watch, like almost everything, video essay, storytelling, gaming, they always and always mainly use indie game soundtrack. It's almost in every videos you watch on YouTube. But how? Why aren't these creators not getting sued or a copyright strike? Well, it's not that they exactly copyright free. It's just that most of people get away with it, and some indie composer, again, not all, are okay with it. It falls under fair use as long as the creator uses the song with other things like gameplay and commentary. But what they don't like is if you use the OST and upload it with no other things and only the sound, for example, like this. But again, I'm not a lawyer and it really depends to the indie composer. So because of this, some indie game music has been made iconic because it's used throughout the internet. For example, Undertale. In 2016, do you know how much I heard that song like every goddamn time? In 2016, until the pandemic, it's used a lot in memes, YouTube videos, etc. What I'm trying to say is that the internet is also a part of making a soundtrack great. They mostly use it because most indie composers, again emphasis on won't likely care. It just becomes more iconic. This is why in every YouTube video description and the credits, most of it is just a random songs from random indie game you'll find in Steam. You might have think that Wait, isn't all of these points really just apply to any game music? And yeah, while I'm writing this, you're kinda right. I did kind of trick you into watching this video, but please hear me out. All of the things that we talked about really just boils down to one thing: creative freedom. You know, in AAA games, they usually want to make it sound more like film scores, like just hear this boss fight song and compare it to each other. You see the difference? AAA games leans more on film score and stuff, while indie game music is more of weird but in a good way. I feel like the problem is all AAA games usually use a lot of instrument to keep up with the standard of film scores. And yes, it's not bad, but it's bland. Compare that to the Ultrakill soundtrack. Though not all AAA games do this, there are some great songs from AAA like Clear Obscure Exploration 33. I haven't played the game, but low-key, the OST is decent. But not gonna lie, AAA songs are good, but they're bland and kind of hard to differentiate. So it really comes down to creative freedom. It's this unique leitmotif and repetition that somehow doesn't get boring. And the fact that it's used almost everywhere on the internet, like that Undertale soundtrack that I've used so many times somehow. The thing is, AAA games can be good too. It's just that it's hard to differentiate AAA games from another AAA games because they're kind of the same. And that's what makes indie game soundtrack more special. In the end, I think that what you should do is play more indie game and listen to their music, follow the composer, or hear it many times that you're probably going to become deaf or something. Anyways, I think that's it. Goodbye.